I'm just getting ready to download a video, guys, so give me a second. Oops. Move this. Okay, no one's here yet, so okay. I need to put this at the top. I'm gonna check the chat in a second. All right. Still nobody here. Okay. All good. All good. All good. Give me a chance to do what I'm doing. Right. Says it's uploaded already? That was pretty quick work. Oh, wait. Upload complete. Okie dokie. All right, it is live. It's back where I can see it. Everybody's still sleeping? It's Friday, guys. It's Friday. I'm a little bit sleepy this morning too because I didn't sleep very well. I was too busy laughing at my video last night. And I was so keyed up and wired because it was so much fun that I did not sleep. It's pretty funny. There we go. That all together. Hey, everybody is sleeping today. Everybody's sleeping. Sleeping, Shadow. Sleeping. You're going to try and knock my phone off of there? Let's see how you are. Everybody's sleeping this morning. It's where I want to be. Sleeping. Sleeping. But I got to work today at 3. Maybe I should play around with the filters while I'm waiting for people. What you guys think? I'm going to play with the filters. Let's see. Mm. I am an alpaca. An alpaca. Dinosaur head? You could see me being silly in the mouse. All right. Find my face. Hello, I'm a pirate. Ooh, what is this going on here? This is almost just as funny as the pickle. I'm a sock puppet. And of course, the famous Premier Hell, kitty cat, the floating head. I feel like his works better than mine. What do you, I don't know. Maybe he's just extra close to the screen like this. I don't know. But I can't use his floating head because that's just wrong. I don't know what this is. It's not working. Oh! I don't know what. Hey! That's funky. I'm on TV. Yes, yes, I'm just enjoying having fun here. There's supposed to be fall leaves. There they are. The cat is creepy. Premier Hell just makes that cat. Good morning. I did my shout out for Trevor as Passion Pickle for winning. What is going on with my hair? For winning the game. Let's just do this business. Ow! I even brushed it this morning and there's still knots. Already following him. Hey, David, how are you doing this morning? Things going on with my hair here. Yeah, he does seem like he's sweet. How are you doing? It just took 15 minutes for anybody to come in here, but that's okay because it allowed me time to upload the shout out video as the pickle. So now I know how to pre-record with the pickle as well, or any other filter for that matter. I don't think I got any sleep until after like 3 o'clock in the morning because I was so wired, and I was watching some of the video and I was laughing, and yeah, I didn't get very much sleep. I did not get a lot of sleep. I am doing good this morning aside from being tired. We had a lot of fun last night. I'm gonna have to change the mouse's food dish because you can't see their food anymore. There's litter all in it. They like every morning I can't see their food because there's litter all in. They kick it up all in their food. It's like they decide, let's just do this just to drive her crazy. In the morning, she'll have to change the dish. The sun's finally out. Still raining off and on, but Melda is finally moving off. Nice. Finally. Yeah, there are times that I stay up pretty late myself, and I try not to do that when I got to work the next day. And I got to work at 3 today. But whew, um, I just was so wired last night after the live, and um, watching a bit of the replay and laughing my little pickle ass off. It was pretty funny. And just reacting to some of the comments. Some of the comments I even missed because when I was reading the chat, I was like, oh, I didn't even see that comment at the time or whatever. Or Lisa said I had pretty pickle eyes, or when I said pickle lash, or my laughing my pickle ass off, or anything like that, and everybody was laughing. So I was laying in bed rewatching and laughing my pickle ass off, and I wasn't getting any sleep. So what's everybody gonna be up to this Friday? I'm just from now and all weekend I'm gonna be working. And late after I get off work tonight, I gotta drive the 45 minutes to go and pick up Ian because it's my weekend with him and I won't even get to see him, which is messed up. Because I gotta work 3 to close today, I gotta work 3 to close tomorrow, and I gotta work 9 in the morning till close on Sunday, which is like 9 to close is 10 hours, and then however long it takes me to get out of there after the fact. And then I do have the option of going in early as long as a manager shows up early as well. If the manager shows up at 8:30 and I'm sitting in the parking lot at 8:30, I could get started early because otherwise I only get an hour to do everything, to make sure all the dogs are clean by open, and I'm never done by the time we open. So there's usually one manager that if he's working the same time, he usually shows up early. So I'm gonna have to start remembering that he'll probably be there early. Watch, I will show up at 8:30 and he won't show up until right before 9. He got there early last Sunday, and he actually texted me and said, "Where are you at?" And I'm like, "What do you mean, where am I at? I'm not late." He's like, "I've been here since 8:30," and I'm like, "Why didn't you text me earlier, dude?" Good morning, Flo. She's playing her game. My eyes just changed. We'll find a different filter. No, I have not taken, look at this. It's a rainy day. I have not taken this filter off, or the snap. I haven't turned snap camera off just because I don't want everything to like get messed up. Um, what is this one supposed to do? Oh, hello. Stop! I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't help it. It keeps kicking me. Rockstar, get your life together. Oh, jeez. The flowers are cute. There's got to be, let me see. Or I could be a doe in love. How cute am I? I look like I'm a teenager. Maybe I should use this. My ears are very busy. My ears are very busy. They just won't stop moving. I don't even look like me. Dancing doe. Does the music sound like music? Because when I when I listen to the replays, the music always sounds funky in the back. You know, I don't know. I didn't do much to my face this morning. Let's see. I'll look for I'll do what am I looking for? There's a not one there's one that doesn't mess with me so much as it The only filter part of this is just the coloring, the lighting. Oh, you hear it? You do hear it? I can change my hair color. Ooh. Why is it just on the top of my hair? Oh, there we go. Ooh, that makes me feel like I'm a little bit drunk. Trying to look for one with decent lighting. That makes me feel like I'm tripping. Um, that's probably good. I did. I had like a colorful neon cap. No, that's not good. How about a tan? That doesn't make me look like I have a tan. Ooh, that does. Um, some of these, I don't know what their purpose is. Um, that one was. It looked. Yeah, it looked like I had a sunburn. Yeah, just basic filters with change the lighting just a little bit. It just makes it kind of look like I have a really bad camera. Like the quality looks bad on. It looks better on StreamYard than it does on YouTube. So I gotta find one that. Or I wonder if it'll let me change the camera back to normal. And then I think. There we go. I just had to refresh the page since I tried to change the camera. It won't take me back to the normal camera. I got to stay on the snap camera. And then I had to like reload my page. So many people flooded. I talked to someone yesterday. They were on the road when they had to abandon their car because, oh no. I'm gone. I got lost. Help. What's this one? Oh, no. No, no. And I already did that one. That one makes me look like I'm Heart freckles? Beach vibe. Oh, that's too dark. Mm. I just want a very basic. Oh, I could make it look like I'm behind a TV screen. Oh. Help! I guess. I got cutesy war paint going to war. Oh my goodness. I didn't sleep a lot. I was too busy laughing at myself. I'm not happy with any of these. I think my favorite one is the makeup. Although, the lighting is still funky. And it could just be, let me see. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna turn this light on and see. Hey, that helps a little bit, right? Not quite as dark. Helps a little bit. Yeah, makeup filters. At least I didn't have to do my face today. Good morning, Laura. Happy Friday. How are you doing? You disappeared yesterday. Trevor Ryan won the game, and I didn't get any sleep last night because I watched the replay and just died laughing at myself. Fell asleep. She fell asleep playing the game. I was pretty boring. Hello, Simple Joys. How are you? You fell asleep with the phone in your hand. Oh, let's see. Ooh, new schedule. I just got texted. What do I work? Monday off, Tuesday off, 5 closed Wednesday, which is normal. They gave me an extra day off. I still work Sunday again. I got Friday off as well, and then I only work. I work Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's it. I'm gonna have to talk to them because now they look like they're taking some of my hours away, and that's not good. I need the money. Ooh. I need the money, and that isn't good. Give me a second. I gotta text my husband because yesterday I forgot, and he's like, hello, hello, because I didn't respond. Oh, I just said, hope you have a good day, and then I said, I hope you have a good day. Again. All right. Yeah, I'll have to find another job if they're going to be doing that to me. But finding another job that I can handle is hard to do with my stupid anxiety. Those mice need to push out some babies, right? Come on. Hubby's at work. Yeah, he's out of town. He gets home tonight, though. But, you know, he said in his text, I look forward to seeing you tonight. And I'm like, he's really not gonna. Because I'm off a little after 9. And then I have to go and pick Ian up. So by the time I get home, it's going to be close to 11, honestly, because by the time I get there to pick him up, it's going to be like 10-ish. And then I got the 45-minute drive home. I'm really not going to see him tonight. He's going to be out for the count by the time I get home. He ought to take you somewhere fun this weekend. Well, good luck with that when I'm working. Hint, hint, hubby. Yeah. Oh, I'm working 3 to close today and 3 to close tomorrow and 9 to close on Sunday. So I might see him I might not see him because he'll get up in the morning and go to the gym. And then I'll maybe see him for like a half hour to an hour before I've got to go to work. So you're going to miss my stream tomorrow? Let's check on the babies this morning. I gotta open it up anyway because I gotta oh no, he sleeps like a log and half the time he falls asleep on the couch. So he'll probably be like dead to the world on the couch when I get home, and then I'll end up going to bed without him. Good morning, Barry. Ooh, family day to do wedding stuff. Yeah, that's important. That's important. Yeah, I gotta get into the mouse bin and replace their food, or at least take some bedding out of their food because you can't even see their food. Their bedding is all in it. Um, and then obviously check on the babies. I'm very sure I checked last night, and even though every time I look at their bellies, I don't see any milk, last night before I went to bed, she was nursing. I uncovered them, and she was laying in such a way with their faces all mushed up against her belly. I'm pretty sure she was nursing. So I can't wake him up. I've tried in the past. I would wake him up and he would be very vaguely responsive, and then he'd be like out like a light again. He's got sleep apnea, so that doesn't help. That even when he doesn't feel tired, he'll be like in a second. And like I used to be more like I'd wake him up and be like, okay, it's time for bed, let's go. And I'd go upstairs and I'd be waiting and waiting and waiting, and there'd be nothing. I'd come back down and he's sleeping again. So I look all red and cartoony. And then I'll wake him up again and I'm like, come on, let's go to bed. Okay. And then before I even make it up the stairs, he's snoring again. So I just give up and I just let him. Sometimes I feel like because of his sleep apnea, he sleeps better on the couch sitting up. So sometimes I just leave him there, and eventually, sometime during the night, he'll get up and come to bed. He has to be able to wake up on his own. But yeah, I need to go into the mouse bin and clean the litter out of their food dish because every morning you can't see their food. Passion is evolving into her final form. But yeah, every morning you can't see their food because they put all the litter in it. So I need to redo that. But yeah, I feel like last night when I looked, the babies were nursing. So my cheeks are all rosy. It's a makeup filter because right now I cannot take the snap camera. I can't switch the snap camera to my regular camera. It won't let me. So it's just a makeup filter. One of the basic filters, I guess. Otherwise, I can just be a pickle again. Fairy God Monster, hello, how are you? Yeah, once I switch it to snap camera, it does not want to switch back unless I restart the computer. I'm Rosie. I had a lot of fun last night though, I think. I know I did. Acted like a fool in front of my camera, and all anybody else could see was a dancing pickle. The sun will come out. Didn't you sing that yesterday? The sun will come out tomorrow. And it did. You were so tired last night. I'm tired this morning because I was awake half the night laughing at myself. Sunny and hot. Yeah, let me check on my weather again. 75. Supposed to go up to 86. So yeah, it's going to be the same. Sunny and hot. Video I posted shows issues this morning. Then I get to work and kids are oddly quiet. And two tow trucks down in front of. Oh wow, that's eventful. Laura, honey, that's not hot. Yeah, 80 is hot, but it's not Texas hot. 1 a.m. Saturday. Ooh, Simple Joys is up late. I better get some sleep. Have a good night, Simple Joys. Yeah, it is a weird day. That sounds like a weird day. What are you doing? Let me see. I'm going to grab the mice. I'm going to grab the mouse bin and check in on them. Give me a second. Hi, guys. I gotta empty their water. I gotta change their water, and I gotta change their food because I'll show you their food dish. This is their food dish. This is litter. Their food is under there somewhere. There's some feisty babies. I think one of them is starting to get a little fuzzy, getting little white peach fuzzy hair. Let me see. Come here. He is. Little peach fuzz right here. Little peach fuzz. Little peach fuzzy hair. How cute. They've rearranged their nest. I still can't see any full bellies, but I think it's just because their skin is getting it's not as thin. Would anyone like? I want Subway. I want Subway. And finally get away from this godforsaken place known as school. I'm so excited that now we'll start seeing them grow some hair because they're getting to the age where they're starting to turn into fuzzies instead of pinkies. They're going to start growing their hair. I'm excited. And then they'll just be little fuzzy babies. Yeah, work. At least you get paid for work, but still, work is no fun either. There's so many. Even when I enjoy my job, I'm like, I don't want to go today. Yep, they parked over the line and had to wait. Oh, I hate when that happens. Like people think when they're parking or whatever that they're the only people in the world. Like the people in my neighborhood that like to surround my driveway on both sides of the street, both sides of my driveway on my side of the street, and along the back side of the street, so that I can barely pull in and out of my driveway without hitting a car because they think that they own the street. Yeah, I definitely can move around at work. There's a very little sitting. What should I make? Oh, for your channel. Well, you can do gaming or you can do um you can upload when you're cleaning your room. A shade video about fire ants. You can be like, just upload it's time to clean my room. What treasures can I find under the bed? Ah. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys. Oh, no. In your thigh crease? Moldy applesauce has been discovered. I thought you were keeping your room clean. Thought you were keeping it clean. Let me change their food and water, guys. Oh, Mama's back in there with her babies. I love it. I love watching them be parents. I really do. I need to. There is food in here. I'm just gonna dump this though um, because otherwise I gotta weed out all this bedding to get to their food. So I'm gonna give them new water because there's litter in here. They like to kick everything up into their food and water. But that's another reason why I wouldn't mind having a little cage so that they can actually have a water bottle. And this wouldn't happen. Give me a second, guys. All right. All right, all right. Fresh water. Food. Okay. Cat sitting here staring at them. Come on, open. Move a space here. Move the litter away from where I want to put these dishes. Okay. There we go. Oh, baby's starting to run away from the nest. Go back. Okay. All right. Here they go. Fresh food, fresh water. Hey, Kevin, how are you doing? You have a lot of mosquitoes. We've got fruit flies in the house again, and it's driving me insane. You're joking about the moldy applesauce? Yes, I remember the expired pancakes. Pancakes from 2000 and what, 13 in your freezer? That you ate? That was pretty funny. Good times, good times. I hate fruit flies. They hang around the trash, they hang around the sink, even though there has been no dishes in the sink. There are dishes in the sink now, which I need to make sure that I do before I go to work, because otherwise my husband is going to have to do them, or he'll feel like he has to do them, and he shouldn't have to when he's just traveled to come home. So I need to make sure that those are done before I go to work. Oh, he had pancakes in the freezer, a box of pancakes that expired 2013, but they were still in there. And he didn't look at the expiration date, and he made himself some pancakes and ate them. I get so bright out my eyes. I hate when I walk outside and I'm like, I can't see. Use that apple stuff in a glass to get them. Yeah, the apple cider. I have fly strips. Originally, when we had a lot of house flies in here, because we end up getting that too. They come in the front door when we open the door. So we put up these strips because it was driving us crazy, and we caught ourselves a lot of fruit flies too. So the fly strips are nice. They're ungodly hanging in the house, but they're working. Yeah, the apple cider vinegar. The basement fridge was cleaned out soon after that. I bet. Yeah, apple cider vinegar is actually really good for you, and I can't imagine drinking it, but see, I have a really high ceiling, so I don't I don't end up walking into them. We have one hanging in the kitchen. We have one hanging right at the base of the stairs to go upstairs, but it's high enough that you don't hit it. We've got one hanging in the bathroom. Yes, I've had bees in my house. Luckily, not very often because they give me the chills. I have a phobia of bees. So when there is one in the house that I have to try to get rid of, I will literally get a chill from head to toe and get anxiety because I don't want to get stung and but we haven't had, it's been a little while since we've had a bee in the house. But in a different house that I lived in, we'd get them frequently. It was like we had a nest somewhere and they would just find a way into the house. Warm lemon water has health benefits. Yeah. Does it have to be warm? One time one flew in my room from me opening my window. It was a yellow jacket. Ooh. Don't you have a screen on your window? In my windows in my bedroom, they don't have, they're old wooden windows, wooden framed windows, and we don't have screens, so I never open those. Usually, if anything, I'll open them a crack in the winter to let some cool air in or something, because no bugs are going to come in at that point because there's no bugs. But otherwise, I don't open those windows. We don't have any old wooden windows anywhere else in the house, just in my bedroom. So all the other windows will have screens. Okay. But I was like, we need to like even just buy some screen and like staple it to our wooden frame so we can at least open our window for some fresh air sometimes. But I do too. I want a money tree. I was talking about that yesterday. I want to plant we can have apple trees and orange trees and this and that and cherry trees, and I want a money tree. I wanna bury a dollar bill or something and see what comes up. I want a dozen money trees. Yeah. Well, see what happens? There's already litter in the food. Not a lot, but and then one of them is eating. See what happens when you can see the food you can eat. They will be sold out by the time you get them, girl, if you have anything. Yes, money trees would be nice. And look at you guys. I love that. There is like a perfect nest. It looks like a bird's nest made out of paper towel and yarn. You gotta stop putting litter in your food. Stop putting litter in your food. I'll have to give them new litter here soon because I can tell when the wooden pellets start breaking apart and look more like dust. I could tell that it's been wet because they break apart because they're soaking up the moisture. Oh, Mama is with the babies and they're trying to they want a nurse. You're such a good mama. Do you guys want to see? Problem with taking off the lid is they're always curious about what is going on. Sometimes they're not as attentive to what they're doing, but she is in there with them. Still got to do it. I hear squeaking. Who's squeaking? Every now and then I hear the very faint squeaking. Yes, just do your assignment. Hi. Hello. Hello. Just do it. No, Cheyenne, no. Hi, Papa. Papa's wandering around. Mama's with the mice, with the babies. You guys want to watch? You want to see? Give me a second. I gotta put it on my phone. Gotta get off the water dish and stop trying to escape. Okay. That's a perfect nest. You guys gotta see it. I gotta do my daily upload of the day in the life of a breeding pair and their babies. I did my first one yesterday. Oh, they're both in the nest now. They're both in there. And Dad's pulling paper towel up over top of them. Okay. See. Let's take a moment to pray before I do this assignment. Dear Lord, please give me the strength to finish this assignment. Yes. Focus. Focus. Hold on, I'm working on this so you guys can watch them with me. Unless you guys don't want to watch them, I might be doing this all for nothing. Yeah, I hope so too. The stupid fly. And I'm impressed that Dad is doing so well too. Because there's sometimes with some rodents you got to remove the dad, but he seems to be very content to be just as attentive to these babies. I hear very, very faint squeaking. I can't tell if it's mom and dad or babies. Look at their nest. How cute is this? They totally made up this nest. That's Dad. Here's Mom. I hear squeaking. I don't know if you guys can hear squeaking. Can you hear squeaking? You gotta listen very carefully. The giant thing has come to feed us. You heard the squeak? Little faint squeaks. Oh, he went in the tube. They like that tube. Welcome back, Fo. We're just watching Mama tend to her babies, and we can hear
If we're very quiet, we can hear squeaking. Get your butt back in there. Just live vicariously through me. Hey, Papa. Look, he's trying to figure out any way he can get out. I'm going to figure this out. Stand on the water dish. Have a good day, Barry. Work hard. Learn something. I can't do one tonight. Have a good day, Barry. They're so cute. And I am definitely happy that Mama took them back. I haven't decided if I'm going to take some of the quote unquote adults home. They call them adults, but they're very tiny mice. So it's like they're beyond hoppers. I guess once they're not hoppers anymore, they're considered adults, but they're still very young because they're smaller than these parents. But no, I work at 3 today, and I only work until I'm off at little about around 9ish. Like we close at 9. But then how I get out whenever I'm finished my closing duties, which usually is about 9:15 sometimes. Yeah, he's figuring it out. But yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to take some of the other mice home and hope for pairs or just wait for them to do their thing. Yeah, they can breed incredibly young. You are just trying to work this puzzle out, aren't you? Here she is with her babies. There's a little face, a little pink face. He's going to get tired, isn't he? These are mice, Laura. These are mice. I wouldn't be able to breed rats for feeders. I don't think I could. I mean, it's going to be hard enough to do the mice, but the rats, since I have rats as pets, it would be even harder for me. Just get females. Yeah, I'd have to, he'll be tired, but he'll enjoy it, right? And then I would have to have different like bins because once mom is pregnant or given birth, I'd have to separate her. from everybody because she wouldn't be able to be around the other moms or the other females. Hey, Crystal. See ya, Kevin. Have a good day. Yeah, they're still pretty small. They're small mice, but they're bigger than the ones that they sell as adult feeders. I don't think the adult feeders are adults. I think they're still just young. And that's probably how these two got purchased. And somebody just wanted pet mice or something. I don't know. But then they brought them back with their babies. So I don't know. I guess they just didn't want to have babies. I don't know why they bought them, didn't use them as feeders, but didn't keep them as pets either just because they had babies. I don't know. I don't know what their reasoning was. You're back from the dead, Barry. You're such a good mama. I thought the bell rang. What class are you in that you can be? You need to pay attention in class. He's digging a hole. Oh, did I distract you? Get back to your digging. Oh, your teacher said you could go to the resource room? Probably to do work. You're supposed to utilize those free periods to work. I don't know why he wants to dig a hole in this corner. Dang kids. He made himself a little divot to sit and eat, it looks like. I'll just make myself a hole right here so I can sit comfortably while I eat. Weirdo. He's a weirdo. And here we see Mama again. Doesn't look like the babies are eating right now. They look like they're sleeping. They're tired. Yeah, but I'm already done with most of it. I can just give it to him at the end of the hour. All right, yeah, as long as you get it done and you do it right. But there's no point in doing it and not doing it well because then you just wasted your time. Sometimes I wonder how the babies can breathe when their mom sits on them, you know? Like, if my husband just laid his dead weight on top of me, I wouldn't be able to breathe. But, you know, these mice can lay on their babies and their babies are just fine. I see you walk. You're walking on your, get down. You're walking on your family, Dad. Totally walking on your family. I don't know if they make them redo it or if they just give them a bad grade. The best reason to redo an assignment is to get a better grade. Oh, now they're all gonna snuggle together, and now the babies can't breathe. There's no air. Yeah, you basically get a bad grade. Ian's allowed to redo his online stuff. So I was like, there is absolutely no excuse for you to have anything but a good grade because you can redo it as many times as you want. And if you don't get a good grade, then that's just laziness. Shook is easier now. Yeah, remembering to do homework and remembering what you learned at school so you could do the homework. I gotta adjust my phone. Here we go. We still erase with erasers. We still use pencils. We still breathe air. Breathing is serious business. I think you have to use pens, like at least the schools around here, they want them to use pens for everything other than math. Math, they want pencils. But you got to show your work. Because who cares if you got the right answer? You need to show how you arrived at it. Who cares how I arrived at it? I got the right answer, damn it. That's what I say.
That's what I say. If I get the right answer, that's what's important. I don't care how I arrived at it because anymore they're teaching new ways to do the problems. So it doesn't matter how I arrive at it, just that I arrived at it. Yeah. If you had to show your work anyway, show it with yeah. It shouldn't matter. I don't like presentations either. That I had severe anxiety when I had to do presentations. Are you freaking kidding me? There is a little tiny fly swimming in my coffee. That just ruined my morning. He's literally like in there doing the butterfly stroke. I gotta show off my weird. Good morning, Dylan. How are you doing? You don't always get a partner for presentations, though. I liked having partners better just because the work is shared. You don't have to do the entire presentation and you're not up there by yourself. But when you're up there by yourself, that's when it was even worse for me. I'm so sad. Fly equals protein. I'll get my protein in my eggs, thank you. I'm going, oh my gosh, but I used to try my best to get out of presentations too. I would make up excuses. And I did get myself out of a couple of presentations. Surprisingly, it didn't totally ruin my grade, but I do not suggest that you do that. But I had such bad anxiety over presentations that I would look for ways to get out of it. Didn't always work, but I tried. We had a project in English one year. We had to write a structured story. No one had any ideas, so we used a dream ID. We used a dream I'd had the previous night about a penguin and a whale. The penguin got eaten. Hey, Bob! It has been a minute since you've been around. How are you? I gotta put this coffee mug back here so I don't drink it because there's a fly swimming in it. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Where have you been? Busy, busy? Billy Bob. We're giving Barry advice on homework and schoolwork, and which is one and the same thing, but you know what I mean. I don't cake. I don't cake being sick anymore. Oh, you don't fake? Well, that's good. I don't think I ever faked sick, but my mom would never let me stay home from school unless I was like vomiting. Looking to leave Cali soon. Like moving out of state? Is that what you mean? Or I haven't learned. Oh, cool. Where are you moving to? I've got bug bites on my fingers and they're itchy. We were just also observing my mice. I have mice that I'm using for breeders to breed food for snakes, which is going to be very tough for me because I'm such an animal lover. But there is a severe shortage of feeders for snakes and other whatevers. Um, so I have a couple of breeder mice, and right now they're taking care of a couple of babies. And those babies, I'm not going to sell as feeders. I want them. They're a male and a female baby. I want them to be a pair as well, so that I could start breeding some feeders for money because we need some. Where would you get a hedgehog? From the pet store or a breeder? We have a hedgehog at work. At least we did. Every now and then we'll get a hedgehog. We might get one today because it's Friday and our shipment comes in. The ship will come in. New Mexico or Arkansas. Cool. Really, Dylan? That's not good because you can't concentrate properly when you're sick at school. Can't concentrate properly, and then you're just, suffering. Your grades suffer, you suffer, you would get other people sick. That's how the outbreaks happen at school, where there are occasions where they will actually close the school for a day or two or a week because there are so many sick kids or teachers that there's no point in being open because everybody goes to school sick. Huh. Tails. Yeah, our store Barry does get hedgehogs. They're very tricky to hold though. Oh, my bad. It's still morning for me and I couldn't drink all my coffee because a fly decided to use it as a swimming pool. I knew that though. Alaska. I want to visit Alaska. I've never been. Hedgehog stew? No, no, no stew. Hedgehogs are tricky to pick up because they will stick out their quills and they are very pokey and it hurts. And if they do poke you with their quills, then you itch because they've got like a bacteria on them. I had to when I got poked, I had to go wash my hands to get the allergen or whatever it was off of my hands. Looking to dig for gold. Your mother-in-law lives, oh, she lives in Alaska. You failed geography. I didn't do well in geography. I have a really bad sense of direction. You cannot tell me um, when I walk out my front door, travel north to whatever. I'm like, north? Give me a landmark for heaven's sakes. You can't tell me what direction to go to. Do you come from the east side of town? I don't know. I don't know. I come from over here. I also failed. I was better with spelling. My husband even will be like, "Can you proofread this for me?" And I'm like, "Sure." Quit education shaming me. Stop bullying me. Yeah, I have a really bad sense of direction. Really bad. And when someone gives me directions somewhere, I'm like, okay, or asks for directions. Well, go that way. Where is that? I can't tell you it's on the east side. Good Lord. Just drive around till you find it. No, chicken is. What's. She's shaming. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I'm not good with directions at all. Not good with directions. Um, I'm not good with math. Math is atrocious. Atrocious. Ooh, you want to know what my watch time now is? What is it? Come on, I checked. As of last night, where'd the thing go? No, that's not what I want. Ah! Oh, it went away. I got to do it again. Yeah, do it again. I'm gonna slam 20 tabs. What? You're driving with a GPS, or are you good with directions? Yeah, math is my worst subject too. It really was. I'm lucky I passed it. I think I passed it with like a 50 some odd percent. And anymore, that's a failing grade here. Um, they like, you got to have like a much better, like 50% when I was growing up, 50% was a bare minimum pass. Anything below 50 was a fail. But now, anymore, they're grading on a higher scale. So 50% is a fail. Let me look this up now. I use the sky. Sun rises in the east and sets in the west. At least I can figure that part out a little bit. But when the sun is right overhead, is that east or I mean, it's right overhead. I didn't watch it rise. Then what? The North Star. 28, 7, 24. I have 3,812 watch time hours. That's what I got. Look for moss. Yeah. Moss grows on what side? See, I don't. That wouldn't help me. There's the moss. What side is it on? Oh, I better stop dragging myself. Lurkers might use it against me. South. Moss grows on the south side. Hmm. See, Fo doesn't know either. We would be lost if we had to use moss to find our way home. We would not get there. I need a compass. Need a compass. But then, follow north. But what way is home? Is it north or is it west? I don't know. I could follow north and go somewhere. I'm on the north side of south side. Oh, geez. You're hurting my head. Geology, what's that? Well, I'd be screwed being lost. Yeah, exactly. I'd be lost in the woods too. You're just good at life. Yep, I've got 3,812 hours. I'm so close. And then I need the people too. What do I have? 746? I think it was 746 last time I looked. Yeah, 746. I'm confused. I'm so dumb. You have no clue what your watch time hours are at. You can look. It'll tell you in minutes, and then you just have to convert it. Patrol Gaming is here. Wait, what? Where? How did I miss it? I don't think it's telling me in StreamYard. StreamYard, come on, StreamYard. There he is, Patrol Gaming. How are you? You know what I find really funny? The message for YouTube Messenger says that it's going away September 18th. It is September 20th, and YouTube Messenger is still here. Yet the message still says messages on YouTube will be going away after September 18th. I still see them all. I still see all my messages. They lie. Yep, it's still there. And it still works. So you can click on the threads. Your watch time is 21.8 million. Your watch time is 21.8 million? Or 20? You're confusing me. My watch time out of 4,000, the 4,000 to be monetized, I'm at 3,800 and whatever I said. And I only have 746 subscribers, so I've got a little bit to do on that end too. Yeah. But he's got a lot of subscribers. He's lucky. Let's see. What just happened here? How come I've lost him again? Where'd he go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Why don't YouTube and StreamYard are giving me fits because I don't even see now. All right, I'm refreshing. There he is now. 3.4 million views. Yeah, woo. Yeah, see, 20,000 subs. I don't know if I'll ever see that. Yeah, and I have been enjoying. You should have been here last night. Like Barry said, I was making him wheeze. And who was it that said that? Oh, I think it was it Denny that said I was very good comedic pickle. I'm good at pickle comedy. You're not boring. I enjoy watching you game. You're very entertaining when you game. Hey, Rattletrap, how are you? I feel like I'm getting allergies. I could feel the pressure building up in my head. Yeah, she's not boring. I think if you can get an emotion from one person, you've done good. Well, I was making a lot of people practically pee their pants last night. I'll give you an example. Okay? This was me last night. We were playing some trivia, and in order for this pickle to really be animated, I'm jumping around in front of the camera like a doofus. That was me last night. And it was a lot of fun. And I rewatched some of the video last night and ended up not sleeping very much because I was laughing too much. I couldn't sleep. I was all keyed up. Barry's gonna close his passion. Oh, and then we were like just playing around. We were like, instead of passion for pets, I was like passion pickle or whatever, and I'm like, that kind of sounds dirty. But then I looked up on Amazon passion pickle or pickle passion or whatever I said, and there is a book. There is a book called Pickle Passion, and it is an erotic culinary adventure. It is a free Kindle book, and I'm really, I don't know. I want to get it because it's free, just to look at it and see what it's about. Oh, it was funny. I had 2 good lives Sunday night. I think I hit 20 viewers finally. How come I don't see when you go live? I have to look. Yeah, I'm not getting notifications either. Hey, Eric. Yeah, she's feeding them. She's feeding them. She's being a good mommy. And one of them is getting a little bit of white peach fuzz. So they're gonna have hair soon. It gets crazy in Bobland. Apparently it gets crazy in Passion for Pets land too, after last night. You did what? He lit his beard on fire. I showed them a bit earlier, but yeah, I can show them again. You guys want to see the mice, my mousy parents with their 2 little babies? Okay. Every time I lift off the lid, though, they're like, "What are we doing? What are you doing?" Right now, Mom doesn't care. She's with the babies, but Dad's like, "What? What's going on?" Okay. Let me pull this up. A nice little nest. Okay. And I hear squeaking again. So when you're very quiet, you can hear squeaking. Give me a second. Oh, Dad just went in the nest too. So Mom and Dad in the nest, and there are 2 little pinky babies in there. And one of them is starting to grow a little bit of very lightly white peach fuzz. Very good little parents. Yep, they're squeaking a bit. Babies are under there. Yeah, he's not climbing out. Well, I had the lid on, but now he's just, there's the baby. There's a baby. Yeah, they can jump. If I leave the lid off and I leave them unattended, the mice will get out. They can jump about 15 centimeters. They can jump 15 centimeters, I believe. So it's best to not leave it uncovered and unattended. Those little pink aliens under them are their babies, Barry. All right, Bob. Thanks for stopping in. It was good to see ya. Listen to those squeaks. I don't know who's squeaking, if it's the mom and dad or if it's the babies. I don't know who's squeaking. What's no point? Going live? Why? That's how you start getting some attention. Hey, Michelle, how are you?
Yes, people would go. People would go. You don't know until you try. My first live wasn't horribly successful. Gotta start somewhere. I was excited when 2 people showed up to my very, very first one. I'm doing good. I'm just peeking in on my mouse parents, taking care of their babies. Who were those what? I don't, oh, who came to my first live? Um, you know what? I don't even remember. Ah, you nibbled me, little turd. It didn't hurt. It just surprised me. My finger was in the way. He's like, get away from the nest. I felt some little twofers on my finger. It didn't hurt. Honestly, it didn't. But it surprised me just a little bit. I didn't expect that. Little turd papa. They look like little packing peanuts, right? They are. That's why I named my little rat baby Peanut, because that's about what he looked like. What she looked like was a little peanut. She wasn't pink, but time does fly. It sure does. No more streams on your channel. You didn't really stream though. You just upload. You don't really stream. You guys are such good little parents taking care of your babies. You're keeping them warm. I think it's been a little longer than March, Laura. I think it was a little longer than March because April was when there was a big falling out. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to name that pink one Pinky and that other pink one Clyde. Pinky and Clyde. Pinky in the brain. I'm not allowed to name them because then I get attached. People tell me don't name the worker mice. Don't name them. Sounds like little baby birds in there. You did your first stream in February? Huh. Yeah, they're very squeaky. And when I'm at work, since there's like when we get our new shipments of feeder mice and all of that in, I can't tell you how many squeaks I hear because there's like 100 mice in these bins and it's like little tiny squeaks everywhere. Oh, that one there in the front, that little baby, that's the one I think that's getting the little white peach fuzz. You see it? Little white peachy fuzz? A little bit. They're very active. Look at him walking away. Is that foam? No, it's a paper towel, shredded paper towel and yarn. They made up that bed by themselves because I just threw a pile of paper towel shreds and yarn in there and they made up the bed all by themselves. She left her babies. Now we can get a good look. Oh, babies! I'll just have to watch so that when they come back, they don't bite my little fingers. Babies! Yep, they need to stay warm. They need body heat and that to stay warm. That's why Mom sits on them and snuggles them and keeps them warm. Dad sits on them too. They'll sit on them together sometimes. It keeps them warm, but when Mom is sitting with them like that, it also gives them the chance to nurse. And they do have eyes, they're just closed. They're sealed shut. Probably in another week or so, maybe a week and a half, they'll start opening their eyes. They can't hear either. They are completely blind and deaf right now. Yep, they need time to develop. Hey, Southern Belle! Yes, when they start roaming around, it is going to be really cute. When they can start seeing. And actually, when we had baby gerbils at work, their eyes weren't even open yet, but they were bigger, they had their hair, and they were running all over the place in the cage, and they were just bumping into things because they couldn't see. So their eyes were still shut, but they were like everywhere. It was really funny, and they would just bump into stuff. They look like Mighty Bean collectibles. I like to do amateur detective work. Sometimes people aren't as hidden as they think they are. That's the truth. That is the truth. It is going to be cool to see. And that's funny that you say hopping around because that's one of their stages. It's pinkies, fuzzies, and then hoppers. And they really are like little jumping beans because the hoppers that we would have at work, if you touch them, they like bounce. They just hop away. They're like, it's funny, which is why they get their name hoppers. They're like little jumping beans. And they're little shits too. There was a hopper that somebody was trying to get one of the hoppers out for a feeder, and they dropped it in the sink accidentally because it just was like bouncy. And it fell down the garbage disposal. I was like, oh my God, I could see it. It didn't like disappear into nothingness. I could see it in the drain. And I had to stick my hand in and try and get him out, which was really difficult because every time I touched him, he bounced away from me. I finally got him out without being bitten or anything, but it was difficult, and he was like all wet and like disheveled looking. And then of course the whole time I had my hand in the drain, I was like, this is a horror movie waiting to happen. The garbage disposal is just gonna start running and chop my hand up. You're so cute. Meanwhile, Mom and Dad are doing their own thing. No, these babies are going to be parents. I'm not feeding these to anything. These babies, because I picked out a male and female. These are male and female, and I'm going to let them grow up so that they can have babies too. so I can get my chain of feeders going. So these babies are going to be spared so they can be parents. After that, when they have another litter of babies, those babies will become feeders. I might keep one or two out of there to just expand my breeding pairs, but for the most, they can have up to 14 babies. I've seen a scary movie like that when all cars come to life and trucks. Transformers? I know that's not what you mean, but that's just what came to my mind. Cars? It's a cartoon horror movie. Yep, the babies nurse off of their mom. She was in there a little bit ago, but she's come out. She was in there. Anyway, I'll let them. They're probably not going to go back in there while I'm like spying on them, so I'll give them their privacy back. Ooh, snakes on a plane. I would never want to get on a plane again. Just to be like in a enclosed space with a predator where you can't get away. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm gonna have to steal one, Passion. I'm sorry this has to happen. You can purchase one. Babies, well, you can't have a baby. They have to be weaned. One mouse would be like, an adult mouse would be like $2. A pinky would be like $1 something. But they need their moms, so you can't have one unless you're feeding it to somebody. And the word of the day is anthropomorphous. Anthropomorphous. You saw 10 minutes of it and turned it off. I saw more than that, and I was like, oh dear Lord. And those snakes, they like hunt you down. They don't just come across you accidentally in the plane. They look for you, and it's like, oh. Gotta use the white circle. Gotta use the white circle. Oh! The toilet? Yeah, mine would too. If given the opportunity, I'm sure she would because she's played with a wild mouse in the house. I'm looking for something in my purse. There it is. Yeah, they're misportraying snakes. Yeah, these snakes would hunt you down. And I'm like, ah. Very, very, very creepy. I figured that out. And last week it was funny because well, now it won't matter because I don't think he never took his saved. We were supposed to save one of the managers a hopper, and one of the girls accidentally sold the last one, so save him a hopper did not happen.
And before we ran out of fuzzies, she pulled out a fuzzy and put it in the hopper bin, and she was like, grow fast. But when I worked on Wednesday, he still hadn't picked one up. So now I guess it doesn't matter because he can grab one of the new ones that we get. You call it the throne. Snakes from a distance. I like snakes, like I'm very careful around them because I don't want to spook them, because a lot of the time that's when they'll bite, is when you scare them. So I'm always like very cautious around them. I'm very slow moving. I don't want to spook them and that kind of thing. But I've held snakes, one or two. What did I say? You're laughing at me. What did I say? I forget what I said. What did I say that was funny? They are beautiful. They are beautiful snakes. Snakes are gorgeous. They're again, I would love to just watch them do their thing. Oh, grow faster. Yeah, because he needed a hopper and the fuzzy was too small. I mean, she just put him in there and was like, grow fast, so that when he goes for his hopper, it'll be a hopper. But on Wednesday, he was still a fuzzy, so I don't know. I don't know if that worked out. But by the time I go to work today, I'll try and take a fast little video. I'll record something so you can see what the first day we get our shipment, how many mice we start out with. Like, we get a buttload and they go so fast. Like, I'll open every bin. I'll show you the pinkies we get, the fuzzies we get, the hoppers we get, the adults. The adults, we get more adults than anything. Like, it's a big bin and it's just crawling with mice. And if they don't put enough food in there, we'll actually have some that die because they get eaten. And there's like a rack above them. When you slide it in to the rack, they can't get out because there's like a cover over top, but they crawl all over it. And like, they're like little acrobats. They're climbing and they're like upside down. What's your saying? The word of the day. Cats are my spirit animal. The little shits they are. Are you a little shit? Oh, I lost my. For a second, I lost my. See, now that I have put the lid back on, Mom's back in with the babies. Midnight chases their tail. I've never really seen my cats chase they've played with their tails a little bit, but they don't really chase their tails. Now, the dogs, yes. The dogs do. And then, of course, I'll show you the rat bins too. I'll show you all the mouse bins and all of the rat bins. And then I will update you on how fast we sell out. Because it's crazy. And because there's also a shortage, they've been sending us smaller ones, like the rats. Usually we would get decent sized small ones, we would get decent sized medium ones, and then we'd get decent sized large ones. And sometimes we'd get jumbo. Now the large ones are technically medium, and we get people that are upset because they want a large rat and it's not technically a large rat. And then, of course, as you know, the small rats come as dinky little things. They're rushing them out because there's such a shortage. Oh, bell's about to ring. Back to learning. You crack me up, or more things I can take apart. You're the. Ah. Those I put on comments, people are using them. Nice. Hey, people mimic who they admire. She could be spinning around to chase it. Let's see. I look faboo, faboo. Have any of you ladies seen Breaking Bad? I haven't. Heard of it, haven't watched it. You're uncultured. I'm uncultured because I haven't seen Breaking Bad. It's Hal from It's Hal from Breaking Bad. It's Hal from Malcolm in the Middle. I can never see him the same after that first episode of that sitcom. You've got to leave the stream. You got to go to class. You got to go to class. Name 7 words that mean funny. Hilarious. Knee slapping. A hoot. That's 2 words, but hoot. Um, um, bye, Barry. Learn some interesting things. I got 3. 7 words that mean funny. I said knee slapping too. That was like 2 words as well. That's not easy. Help me out, guys. 7 words that mean funny. Will you still be on at 2:20? No, because I have to work at 3. Joking and kidding. Joking, kidding. Oh, you'll be fine. Hilarious. I said hilarious. Comedic. Hootenanny? No, not hootenanny. Hmm. I'm gonna cheat. I'm willingly telling you I'm cheating. This didn't help me. I can't even cheat. I can't even cheat right. It did not help. I can't cheat. Nothing came up that helps. Nothing came up that helps. Just a lot of nonsense. I don't even know how to cheat right. There's this little comic strip. No, that's funny. There's this little comic strip that I just came across. This kid says to dad, "Dad, I know what opprobrium means." And he says, "That's great, son. Do you know anyone else who does?" I don't know. Because you could tell anybody what it means and it could make something up and they won't know the difference, right? I think that was part of the point. There's this, okay? He's at the therapist. Therapist says, "Don't worry, you're not alone. There are millions of insignificant, boring, ineffectual people like you." Oh, oh, snap. Yeah, fact check everything. It was opprobrium. OPPROBRIUM. You were close. Just take the P out and put a B in. Oh, geez. The books are right. Getting a pet first can teach you a lot about parenting. They've got their baby on a leash on the floor, on the ground. Getting a pet first can teach you a lot about parenting. Do you know how to do the bend and snap? No, I don't. If I bend and snap, I really will snap. There will be two pieces of me on the floor. Yep, if I bend and snap, I'm not getting back up. Uh-oh, I gotta use the bathroom. The bathroom is calling to me. Give me a second, guys. Potty break. Yeah, I'm back. I bet they did tear things up. They're like, let us out of here. Let us out. And now you got a lot of cleaning to do, right? Cleaning up after them. Thank you, thank you. Having to be stuck inside like to het were like to het. Ah. They kept bickering, tearing into things, climbing on things. One of them pulled a whole shelf down. Yep. Sounds like a cat. Southern Belle is folding clothes. Exciting. Popeye crapped on the floor twice. Yeah, I bet. He's like, this is what I feel about not being able to go outside. I'm gonna crap on your floor. Just to let you know I don't like it. Come fold mine too, right? I gotta do the laundry first before I can fold the laundry. I gotta wash it before I can fold it. But you're welcome to do that too. I'll show you where the washing machine is. All right, well, it's been about just shy of 2.5 hours. In about 5 more minutes, it'll be 2.5 hours. I mean, I could get off in 5 minutes. So maybe we'll give it like 5 minutes and then we'll call it a day so that I could get some things done around here. I need to do my daily breeding series vlog, because I won't have a chance to do it today. To be able to post today's, check in on them. I mean, we already checked in on them, but I want to do the upload. If only I could teach the dogs to help clean. Yeah, right? That would be nice. So I want to do that, and then make sure everybody's got what they need food wise and water wise, and feed myself because I gotta be at work at 3, which means I gotta leave about 2:30, and that's about a couple of hours. So I've got a couple of hours to do my upload and eat and make sure everybody's got food, because I not only got to worry about everybody down here, I got to go into Ian's room and make sure they have what they need. I mean, he's going to be here tonight, but in the meantime, I got to make sure they have what they need and that they haven't knocked their water bottle on the floor, because they did that once. And I went in there and they were unable to drink water because it was laying on the floor. So I picked it up and put it back, and then all of them were like there trying to drink out of it at the same time because they were thirsty. You know, this makeup filter doesn't just give me like lashes or whatever. It does something to my eyes. They're very prominent. Like there's a rim around my eyes. Yeah, I really need to get on housework, especially if we'll be gone all day tomorrow. Can't wait to hang with my family. I bet you're gonna have fun. You should record it. Although you shouldn't have to share all your family time because some of it should be private, but especially if you're doing wedding stuff, that it would look fun. It would be fun to watch. I'll be turning it into a shopping vlog. Ah, see, that'll be fun too. That'll be fun too. For sure, for sure, for sure. I already fed my feral cats. It doesn't look like Hera needs to be fed right now. She's still got hay in her rack from last night. So I don't have to worry about her right now. I'll probably have to give her some more. I'll give her some more before I leave for work so that I, basically top it off so she doesn't run out. The fish can wait until I get home. Mainly gotta just make sure the rats have everything that they need because the dogs eat once. I'll feed the dogs. They'll eat before I leave, and then my husband will feed them later. So I just got to make sure mainly that the rats have what they need because I already know that Hera's got water because I filled up 2 bowls yesterday and she won't run out. Um, top her hay off right when I'm getting ready to leave. The mice have food and water because I just refreshed that this morning. So I mainly just have to worry about the rats and the dogs. The cats are already good. Actually, I might have to check on Oreo. Oreo is in Ian's room too, and if anything, she may just need more water. Don't want to offend anyone with her jackassery. Oh, Belle, there's some stuff that comes in a tube. It costs like $10, but it's got extra vitamins. My cats love it. Oh, you can mix it into their food. There is a probiotic too that it comes in a spray bottle. We use it at work for the dogs, and we give 2 spritz on their food. It's a probiotic. 2 spritz on their kibble when we feed them. I'm assuming it can be used for cats too. I don't know. I'd have to look at the bottle. Yeah, probiotics. There's also stuff. It's called. We have what we call. I don't know what the true name of it is, but we call it puppy paste. We have cat paste. We have ferret paste, and it looks nasty in the tube, but it gives them an extra boost. We give them to especially to the really little puppies who get played with a lot. Um, because they need to be able to keep up with all of the activity and all of that, and sometimes if they don't have a chance to eat a lot because they're constantly being played with, that puppy paste gives them a little oomph, little extra vitamins, a little oomph, so that they don't get sick. We just call it puppy paste, but I know that there's an actual name for it. Anywho, yeah, when I go to work today, I'll do a little quick video of all the feeders. I'll be like, here's these, these are all the pinkies we get for all week. These are all the fuzzies, all the hoppers, all the, whatever. And then our buttload of adult mice that are super tiny. But we go through them in like no time flat. Yes, that's what it is. It's the puppy paste. That's what you're talking about, is the puppy paste or the cat paste. It looks like poop, but they like the taste of it. They love licking it off our fingers when we give it to them. Just a little blob, and then they're like, ooh. But we also have a spray probiotic. So anyway, and then I can't decide, should I get a few adult mice or should I just snag a few more pinkies and let them raise them? What do you guys think? Should I snag more pinkies? I'd probably end up with friendlier mice when they grow up if I do that. I can just snag more pinkies for them to raise. It'll be cheaper than getting the adults, and the adults are little asshats. I could just snag a few more pinkies, let them raise them until they get pregnant and have their own. What do you guys think? What should I do? I feel like I shouldn't necessarily snag the pinkies because we'll have less pinkies than we have adults. I'll have plenty of adults to choose from. Yeah, exactly. I can start breeding now if I get the older ones. There's that. Plus, there's more to choose from than the pinkies. We already run out of pinkies fast enough without me snagging more of them. It would be cool to watch them raise more, but yeah, pros and cons to both. So hopefully, yeah, because the ones that are adults are going to be little boobs. They're not going to want to be handled, but well, for a second I thought I heard them squeaking, but I think it's a cricket outside. Um, yeah. So I'll see. I'll see what happens. I could also grab some fuzzies instead, a little bit further along than the pinkies, or hoppers, although hoppers are little ass hats too. um, and we just never have as many of those as we have of the adults anyway. It's cloudy again, wind's picking up. Oh no! Phase 2. It'll just be harder for me to figure out who's male and female out of the older ones. As long as I can grab their tails and look, you know, but we'll see. I might just grab a few and hope what I get. I mean, because if I get females, they can still get pregnant by the one male. If I get males, I mean, they're going to have to wait their turn, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I still need I need more containers though too. But I guess I can go to I'll try looking at the Dollar Tree too. Dollar Tree will have some, they're not going to have really good ones like this. Because they can't be too small or they're not going to have room to do anything other than have food and water and like stay in a little corner. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. But anyway, it'll be really nice if I could get that money from my coworker whose groom I dogged, whose dog I groomed, because then I can use that money to get what I need for them. But for additional pairs. But because I won't be able to put adult females in there. I'll have to put them in something else. Anyway, I will head out and I'll look at some breeding racks for you on Amazon. Yeah. The breeding racks that we have the breeding rack we have at work is pretty cool, but I don't have space for that. What I was looking at was like at Walmart, those plastic drawers, but they would have to be able to not get out of that. Um, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. And even if it's just bins like this that I could stack. Um, but anyway, I will talk with you guys later. Have a great Friday. I will see you tomorrow morning. Bye.